everybody, my name is Leah Hill.
And I'm James Cuellar.
And we are here with the Oklahoma Weather Lab, bringing you your weekly climate podcast, and this is starting on Friday, October 26, 2018.
Well, we're going to be looking at some cooler weather for many of us across the country. We're going to be looking at those precipitation totals over the past month, and we do have a tropical update for you guys. So how about the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, Leah?
Yes, so it's rather interesting actually, because there's a big bullseye, and that's over Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma Panhandle, Colorado, and even parts of New Mexico. So most of the country is going to be seeing a chance for below average temperatures for the 6 to 10 day. But then if you look on both coasts, they have chances for above average temperatures for the 6 to 10 day time frame. And then as for precipitation, basically all of us are going to be seeing above average precipitation for the same time frame, except for parts of Nevada and California. But similar story, right?
Yeah, pretty much it is the same story. We're going to be seeing that bullseye for below average temperatures in Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and then we're going to see above average temperatures dominating the coasts. And same thing for precipitation, along a lot of the same storylines as well. We're going to be seeing a bullseye for above average precipitation across the southeast. Most of the country will see above average precipitation, or has a possibility of seeing above average precipitation. And then along the west coast, you do have a small pocket of below average precipitation possible. And what does that do for our drought?
So we gave you a little tease on this yesterday. I showed you our drought monitor, and basically there is no drought going on right now, so that is great news. But the reason for that is because of all this above average precipitation that we've been seeing in the past month. So this is a graphic that we made, and this is all the precipitation totals that we have seen for the past 30 days. So if you look in Texas, that is the big area that your eyes are drawn to. They have seen over 15 inches of precipitation for these past 30 days.
Yeah.
And then other areas are seeing 6 to 10 inches of rainfall accumulation, and then there's a little pocket in Missouri that also has 10 to 12 inches of precipitation. And a lot of this is above average precip.
Yes.
So most areas have seen over 5 to 8 inches of above average precipitation for this past month. So that's why our drought's looking so good. But
a lot of flooding as well.
Yes, lots of flooding because of that. So rain can probably hold off for a little bit, but tropics are still going pretty active.
Yes, and remember, hurricane season doesn't end until November 30th, so we're still looking at the tropics, and there is a disturbance out in the middle of the Atlantic right now that has a 90% chance of developing over the next 5 days. Could develop into a tropical depression or a tropical storm in those next 5 days. And be sure to follow the National Hurricane Center for updates on this tropical disturbance. So what about on the other side?
Yeah, so in the Pacific, it's been really active. So
Yes.
Willa was our Category 5 hurricane that we had earlier this week, and that was the 9th major hurricane. So major hurricane is categorized as anything above a Category 3. So Willa was the 9th major hurricane that we have had this year. So there have been 21 named storms so far.
And we've also broken a record because of all this activity. We've had the most amount of ACE, or accumulated cyclone energy, in a single season. And accumulated cyclone energy is the amount of energy outputted by tropical systems. So that's quite a record to break, especially because the bar was set so high.
Yes,
so.
Very active hurricane season that we have had this past year. So once again, this podcast has been brought to you by the Oklahoma Weather Lab, and we are partnered with the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program. We post this podcast every Friday. James, you can watch this.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, on Twitter, and on Instagram.
Have a great week, everyone.